Welcome to DoWaMyTi Live. Today you will get a brief overview over the pipeline and order section of DoWaMyTi. So to get access to the view for orders, pipeline and commission, just click on this button here, and that's what you see when you enter DoWaMyTi orders and pipeline for the first time. So what we will do first is just fill in a time frame for the pipeline we want to look for, so up to the end of the year. And what you see, maybe it's different if you don't have initiatives already defined with a closing date within this time frame. You will not see anything here now, but it doesn't matter. So we will see how you can get information in the pipeline as well. So hey, that's it for the moment here on the overview. Let's move to the next tab. It's about quota and results. So we have here a global currency, which means there is a currency where your company typically operates globally with. So in most US companies it's dollar or whatever. For our example, let's take euro. And even there may be a local currency. In this case, let's select dollar, so it will show best what it's all about. So fill in your personal quota in the global currency. So let's say it's 1 million, very easy. And with your commission plan, there comes typically a quota exchange rate, which is constant in most cases over the whole year. So let's say in 2014, the exchange rate dollar against US was early this year at 1.5. So here we go, and direct we can see it's calculated into the local currency on this side. So what we will do now is just define, and that's the last thing for this moment at this side, just fill in the percentage of quota for each quarter. So if you have a constant quota over the whole year for each quarter, then fill in 0.25. Otherwise, and we will use this in this example, let's put in 0.23, which means 23%, 0.24 for Q2, 0.26 for Q3, and 0.27 for Q4. So that's it. We have our overall quota, we have the quota per quarter, and even we have the monthly quota for each quarter. And in addition, the difference to our quota, as we have no bookings yet, so there is only minus, but we will change this in a minute. So let's move to the pipe. As I said, we already have a few things in here, so let's see what the pipeline stages really are all about. So you will find this button in different places in the application. So once you see it, just click on it and you will get an additional window with the pipeline stages. So here you can see 2 up to 12. That's what we are talking about. 12 is already in order, so we will see this a little bit later. What we have in addition here is MEDIC, which means the sales methodology created by PTC, so around about 20 years ago, but from my perspective, almost the best sales methodology which exists, because you are able to identify within a very short period of time where you are, what you have to do to be successful. So it means just MEDIC, matrix, economical buyer, decision process, decision criteria, identify pain, and champion. And just to indicate if you have this information, so let's say matrix. Do I have matrix? Yes. Just click on it, it will become green, or no. That's it. So simple. And so you can indicate each of these MEDIC criterias, and so that's it. So even here you see for today, here is a link to the initiative. So I click on it and an additional window will open with all the information about the initiative. And even you can see, hey, what it is, which company and which initiative at the top. So here's nothing additional as an information in it. It depends a little bit on the deal size if you want to fill out much more of the different information on the different tabs. So I close it, especially when you have, let's say, reports, maybe quarterly business review, maybe forecast calls. It's more than easy to use this to have all the information just by one click. So, in addition, we can go to the overview, and even when we talked about the different stages of the opportunity itself, so what you get delivered here is the total numbers of opportunities or initiatives in each stage, as well as the total sum, the contract value of each stage, and the total at the bottom at all. So let's see how we can create, sorry, I will go here. Let's see what we can, how we can create another opportunity within our pipe. So what do we have? Let's say Volkswagen. We will go to Volkswagen and create that. Very simple, easy and fast. So here we go. Let's move to company. And as I said, we want to create a new opportunity at Volkswagen. So just fill in the first letters and then press enter. You don't have to fulfill the full name. Then we click on the button New Initiative to Current Company. Here we go. So, and now I will fill in the necessary information to generate a new opportunity. And here we go. Let's say closing date will be at 16th of December, so it's within our time frame up to the end of the year. And let's call it VW, let's say Ops 4, whatever it is. That's it. And now we close this again and move to our pipe. And you will see, so there's another Volkswagen opportunity. It's VW Op 3. When I click here, the additional window opens. It's Volkswagen as we put it in. So here we go, just close it. And that's how an opportunity looks like once it's in the pipe for the first time when you see it. So just enter a value here, an estimated value of, let's say, 400K. And even we want to close it in December, so it could not be that we are prospecting. So let's say we are in the negotiation phase already. So here we go. And you can indicate as well the pneumatics things. So that's it. So once we really want to transfer one of the initiatives into an order, and let's say, okay, we now have the orders for a few of these opportunities. Here I prepared already 3, and now we will fill in the Volkswagen 2 opportunity. So what you have to do to create here a new pipeline to order line, so just click on the button, it will create a new line. So it's important that you have this. If you click here, it creates another new line. So I can delete it here. Yes, confirm deletion. That's it. So what we will do now is just do again Volkswagen. Now it's in, and mark it as the current one. So it's light blue. So all the initiatives of Volkswagen will appear here. We had Volkswagen Ops 4, and it will be filled out automatically with the values. So that's it. Now let's move to order details, because lost and disqualified will be a separate DoWaMyTi live video. So let's move to the order details. And even here it's a 2nd of December. Now we want to define the time frame up to the end of the year. So here are the ops which are already in the system. You can see even if we estimated a revenue, here is no contract value. Why? We are not talking about estimated value, we talk now about contract value. And how can I get it in? So first of all, and this is the current marked line, so it's a Volkswagen. Fill in an SO number, because that's what you will have once it be booked. So here we go, and you see it's booked. Put in an exchange rate, and this is the exchange rate for the order. It depends on the day you really book it. So let's say today we have 1.25. So in addition, we say it's a new customer, the solution, and how solutions be defined so that you can select them. This will be shown in the price list and offering and price information video of DoWaMyTi. So we also can indicate what the partner influence is. So let's say it's done by a partner, and here you can select from all the companies within the system. So let's just take Advanced Semiconductor, here we go. And then move to the second tab. What we will do now is specify the different line items in the order. So first of all, we have products. Products as well. These are the products which are defined for the company. So let's say DoWaMyTi Private Edition. The category is predefined here. You can change it in the last, using the last item. But now we will say, okay, it's software on premise, and the company wants to have 1000, and we define it as 100. Not 2, so 149. So I will put in a second thing, because let's say it's the book out of sales. Here we go, books, and another 1000. So why do I do this? Very simple and easy. There are different line items in an order, and different products or solutions you sell. Some are counted against the quota and some are not. So here we just want to count against the quota. Revenue for the quota is only the software, not the books. So that's how you can handle it. And just for our example, let's cross mark as well the other orders we still have, and as you see here I have similar information already prepared, so we can move on. The only thing I want to show you, one step back to the pipe, once they are marked as booked, they are not here anymore, and even in our pipe they are not in our pipe, so as it should be, I guess. So let's see what we have created now, because on the next two tabs we have on the one hand order history, quota only. So these are the sums only reflecting the orders or the order items which counts against quota. If we want to see all revenue and want to have results about all revenue, then we have to use this tab. So all the graphics, the diagrams we will see now are similar the same. The only difference is here it is quota only, here it is all revenue. So let's quickly move through it. First of all, I talked about categories. So we filled in books, we filled in software on premise. So that's what you get once you filled in the categories. You can define it as you want, and you directly will get the results. The total within this time frame, whatever you define, of the different categories, as well as for solutions. So we have books and software. If you have more solutions, you will see much more of items here in the diagram. The same with products. So you have for each product the value of the revenue, as well as for region. So it's only EMEA. Country, it's only Germany, but states, there are different states where you generated your revenue. So you direct, without doing anything, you have these results. As well with zip codes, as well with vertical. It was only automotive because we took care of automotive. You have the indication of the revenue. What's new customer revenue? What's customer revenue? Looks very good here. So you have the differentiation between direct influence and partner revenue, as well as you can see which partner generated what amount of revenue. So, hey, that's it. The last thing, based on the revenue, we have additional changes. So we have 4 contracts now, 4 orders in Q4. That's it, the total amount, and that's the average contract value. So in addition, the average days in the sales cycle will be shown here. So you know really very easy what to do. And once you click here on your alternative currency, you will see everything changed in the alternative currency. Now we have every information in US dollar. And it also results in the overview. So we have here in the middle quota, booked, difference to quota. So you'll always be up to date where you are. Even here you can click. So don't worry about the blue color, it depends a little bit on the database mechanism. So the other results about commission, how you can see, because you don't have to calculate anything, how you can see your commission and how it's generated, that's what will be discussed in another DoWaMyTi video. So become a DoWaMyTi, and I look forward to chat with you again. Cheers.